Welcome to the one-room schoolhouse, the Jordan Schoolhouse. It was built in 1859. There used to be a schoolhouse beside it, but it burned down in 1858. This time, they decided to use their natural resources and they built it out of limestone. There was, of course, form followed function, and there were three principles they kept. Number one, practicality. The schoolmistress or master had to be able to view all areas of the schoolhouse to keep every pupil disciplined. And of course, hygiene was very important, and we needed an environment conducive to learning. There were some schools that did have more than one classroom, the consolidated schools, but to help out the rural children of the time, the one-room schoolhouses were built about every 3 concessions, and that allowed them to walk to school within a good hour or so. It was still a timely trip to school every day. The bell would ring at 9 o'clock, and the children, of course, would start their day, and they would be here until 4 in the afternoon, and then the long walk home again. If you notice the rules, rule number 9 says go quietly in and out of the classroom. And of course, number 5, do not leave your seat without permission. And let's go right to number 4, be silent during classes. Do not speak unless absolutely necessary. You've heard the saying, silence is golden. Children should be seen and not heard. Do not speak unless spoken to. Those were the signs of the times, of course. I want you to look around the schoolhouse. If you see the windows around the schoolhouse, you'll notice that there are enough here that would, of course, increase the ventilation. That's your air conditioning that you would have. The furnace, of course, would not be a modern furnace. It would be the wood-burning stove. You'll notice that in the middle of the classroom. And the teacher would hang the mittens there, perhaps even some socks that had to dry off from the long walk to school. And why is there a bucket there? Well, you were very community-minded, and of course, you shared what was plentiful on your farm. And you might bring some vegetables in when the teacher announced that she would be making soup the next day. The girls would cut up the vegetables, the boys would get the hot water and put the wood on the stove. Before you knew it, by noon you'd have a hot pot of soup, guaranteed to warm your insides for that long walk home. The children were more like soldiers, the teacher, of course, the sergeant, and we would follow drills and inspections. The children were very used to that, whether it was mathematical drills or whether it was hygiene inspection. Oh, please, hold out your hands. I must inspect your nails. I want to make sure that you have washed behind your ears. Did you brush your teeth this morning? Did you wear your bonnet or cap to the schoolhouse? Of course, a young lady and gentleman never forgets their handkerchief. Please remember that. We must keep the germs down and not pass them along to our neighbors when we sneeze or cough. So if you'd like to spend the day with me, I invite you to sit up straight and mind your manners.